up, everyone? Welcome to this, I guess, morning stream. It's like 3 in the morning for me, but I am wide awake. I just finished filming 2 videos, so keep an eye out for those on my main channel. I have the stream up in front of me. Just got to share this on Twitter. I did share it on Twitter. I did. But hello, good morning. I don't know what time it is for, oh shit, I need to start filming this. I don't know what time it is for everyone else in the world, but for me, it is like 3. But yeah. "5:30 in Missouri." Oh, cool. There's 18 people here. Where are you guys watching from? We got 1 person from Missouri. Where is everyone else from? I'm going to try to talk as much as I can to entertain you guys while I paint. 11:30 a.m.? Where are you at? Like, you in the UK? Is that what time it is in the UK? You're in California too? Ah, yes, nighttime crew. Right? Sleep is for the weak. You're like me. Virginia? I just visited your state. It was very nice. The traffic was terrible, though. Crazy storming was terrible, too. Straya. Where the heck is Straya? Chicago. Sorry to say I was not a fan of Chicago when I went to Star Wars Celebration. I was not a fan of the weather. I wasn't a fan of the city itself. I wasn't a fan of the food. I did not like Chicago. Sorry. Don't hate me. Pastor Flash, I feel like I never see you on Flash's streams anymore. Is it just me? Maybe it's because of the time difference. Australia, Anna. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You're an Aussie. It's okay. Chicago is a hellhole. Ah. Yeah, I mean, one of my friends was like so shocked because he traveled to Chicago a lot, I guess, for work. And he's like, how is it that you don't like Chicago? And I'm like, well, maybe because Frank Sinatra wasn't alive and singing. I don't know. I don't know what's so glamorous about Chicago. The only thing I felt like was cool that I did was I got to go and touch one of the Great Lakes. So that was cool. I'd never seen one before. So last stream, I kind of talked about my experience with the art show and how they like used the wrong name on my painting, or on one of my paintings, it had the wrong name, and the other painting, it had a price on it, which was rather insulting. And everyone was like, go email them, go pick up your paintings. And I didn't. I I slept most of the day today. I didn't wake up until like right before Simpcast, and I had to take my dog on a walk, and she like insisted on going on the longest walk ever, which I don't blame her since I slept all day. Like, she wanted to go outside. She also was like wanting to go find that freaking coyote. And I'm like, no, Tulip, you will die. If we find this thing, you're going to die. You try to take on a freaking coyote. Like, I love you, little doggy, but we're not doing this today. Not today, Satan. You leave my little baby alone. But so, yeah, I didn't even have time to go to the grocery store. I'm out of bread. I've been out of bread for like a few days, but I just haven't had time. My sleep schedule is so crazy. Oh, yeah, House of the Dragon. That's the thing that's in the poll. Both of my videos that are coming out today are about it. One of them's over half an hour long, so if you like listening to me talk, you'll like that video. If you guys didn't know, I have a Rumble and an Odyssey. I don't post art stuff over there. Maybe I should. But I was thinking of doing something different on my main channel. I was thinking of when Andor is over. Heck, I probably should have even done it for Game of Thrones. I should have done a portrait. Maybe I'll do it on this channel. But where I paint a portrait of one of the characters, and as I'm painting the portrait, I'm giving my review of the show. I don't know. Would you guys find that interesting? I don't know. I feel like this is what I like, other people don't like, so I don't know. I will still watch the video, though, Anna. Nope, I've not seen an episode. Oh, well, I mean, I kind of explained everything, but thanks for watching it regardless. I appreciate it. Yep, you could pre-record too. Well, I think I would still live stream, and so I would live stream the portrait, and then I would do a video of me, like I don't know, a 10-minute video. I probably have to script those ones though. I should just try it. I should just try like reviewing movies that I like and doing a portrait of the character from the movie. I don't know if anyone would watch that, but I don't know. I think that would be kind of fun. I need to start selling my paintings too. I don't know. I could always do like an eBay auction. Just see how much it'll go for. I don't know. What do you guys think? Make that money. Yeah, I guess I can try. I can stop having John and Cecil yell at me. Never watched an episode of She-Hulk either. You're doing yourself a favor there, man. I can't believe I got through the entire show. I got asked by 2 different people this week if I would do an interview on their channel. I don't know. Would you guys like to watch me on other people's channels doing interviews? I think that they're pre-recorded, not live, though. I don't know. I feel like if I do that, I don't know. I feel like everyone's kind of heard my story. Yes. There's one. I absolutely adore these guys, but they had like no lighting, really. Like it was all natural lighting, and the camera angle was so unflattering. I looked so fat, and I was like, no. I watched it back and I was like, oh my God, I look disgusting. And I like went all out. I did my hair. I tried dressing cute, which obviously I shouldn't do. My posture is just terrible. I look so fat and I looked old, and I was like, oh my God, this video, like, at least now I can see what I'm going to look like when I'm older. But I'm like, oh my God, is that what I look like? And I got super self-conscious for like a few weeks. But the guys are super nice. I'm like, this is why you don't let boys do lighting and stuff for you, because it's not going to turn out too good sometimes. But I think it was an okay interview. I just noticed that I personally, like, I'll go off on tangents and I won't finish a point or go back to a point that I was making. So as long as you don't have to go to Compton. No, I think it would all just be virtual. I think they're both actually Australian, or maybe one of them's British, but Deranged Lunatic, thank you for that. How is the mosquito and raccoon problem going? The mosquitoes, I've been pretty covered because it's been so freaking cold. So the mosquitoes have kind of not been an issue recently. The raccoon, I mean, I feel like I'm so distracted by the coyote. Like now I'm even afraid to like leave my little studio and walk less than 5 feet from the studio, or I should say the shack, from my shed door to the door to the laundry room. Like, I'm kind of scared now because I'm like, what if this coyote comes out of like nowhere and tries to kill me? I know that's kind of like an illogical fear, but I'm kind of like sketched out right now. Coyote kind of got in my head. Only one. It'll probably never come near you. I mean, I only saw one, but the other night, I mean, it wasn't afraid of me. It's after my baby. It's after little itty bitty puppy Tulip. Can't let it get anywhere near my princess. She's little. I was telling Peaches, I was like, we need to get a big dog. It's like, I'm going to get an Australian Shepherd or something because I like those dogs. It's like, I think an Australian Shepherd can take on a coyote. I also like how loyal they are. Only problem is Tulip is so spoiled. I don't know if she'd be able to handle another dog being here. She'd probably lose her damn mind, go crazy. She gets kind of jealous sometimes, so I don't know if it'd be the best idea. Okay, I think I'm done. So guys, smash that like button if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it. Okay. And then goes that. Let's see. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. I'm going to just jump right into it. Okay. I don't really know what to talk about this stream. You guys should give me ideas. What would you like me to talk about? Say something in the chat. Maybe it'll spark my interest. Ewoks versus Gungans. Oh man, Ewoks. I know some people don't like Ewoks, but I love them. They're so cute. If you don't like Ewoks, you don't have a soul. You have no love in your heart. This gentleman let me know in his when he emailed me his eye that he's like, oh, here, you might find this interesting because I have a scar. It's very, very subtle. I wouldn't have noticed really if he hadn't told me that he had a scar. That he's got cool light and warm shadows, which is fun to paint. And crazy, I'm at 80 eyes, guys. I'm at 80. That's cray-cray. That's cray-cray. I think he also sent me his little boy's eye, too. So I'm painting his and his son's. I have that song, Country Road, stuck in my head. Take me home, country. Okay. All right, let me go turn on my other light because it's kind of dark in here. It's fine when it's dark. I just don't want too many shadows on the actual painting. Okay. Here you go. Oh, shit. Oh, well, whatever. For this one, I'm kind of recycling colors from other palettes I have. I already had a lot of the colors that I needed for this eye mix, so I was like, I'll just recycle some from some of the previous palettes. So that's why it didn't take me very long to mix, in case you guys were wondering. Okay. Now you guys are all singing. Posting lyrics. Yeah, man, that's a good song. Hope everyone's gonna be having a good week. It's Monday. So happy Monday to everyone. Or I guess, is it Tuesday if you're in Australia? I don't know. I don't know them times, man. No, still Monday? All right. Well, whatevs. You guys are in the future. That's all I know. Of course, right when I start painting now, I'm like kind of getting sleepy. Does anyone in the chat watch Andor? I watch Andor, and I don't know why everyone's like, oh, is it actually good? Nobody's watching it. And I'm like, no, I've been watching it. It's not good. I don't know why all of a sudden people are like, oh, Andor's good. There's actually this one YouTube channel. They don't even have 50,000 subs, but they like comment on all of my Andor videos. And they like just talk shit about me. And I'm like, they're like, oh, you're just a Star Wars hater channel. I'm like, whose dick are you trying to suck right now and fighting with me? I'm like, who do you want clout from that you're coming onto my channel and talking shit? You know? I know how this works. I know what they're doing. People try to fight with me a lot, so that way I'll fight with them, and that way they can get attention, and they can get like people that don't like me to pay attention to them. So I'm like, who are you trying to impress right now? Because I'm not going to respond to them. I just think it's funny. Like, the channel like commented on one of my videos like right as I was editing one, like not even an hour ago. Yeah, there were some weird comments. Well, I mean, the channel has like almost 50,000 subscribers. So I saw that and I'm like, I see what you're doing. For whatever reason, instead of working on your own channel, you're coming onto mine. And I'm like, I don't know if somebody sent them to my channel to like try to fight with me. But I'm like, I see what you're doing. They want me to like respond to them, which so I'm not going to. But I see it. I 100% see it, and I know what they're doing. They're stuck, their channel hasn't been growing, and they don't get very many views, so they're trying to fight with me. They're not very sly about it either. And I'm like, they're super bitter because I don't like this episode. And I'm like, I don't even comment on videos, like, really. I think the last video I commented on was like a She-Hulk video, and I just, like, I agreed with the guy. And I was like, I thought his video was funny. And it was the first one that I had ever watched. And so I was like, oh, this guy's funny. I'll leave him a nice comment for the algorithm. But, like, I don't know. I don't really watch a video that, like, I go in intending to hate it because I don't really have time to watch videos that other people make. So if I'm taking the time to watch one, it's because I'm genuinely interested in whatever it's advertised is in that video. I don't know. When you have a lot of stuff to do like I do, you don't really want to waste your time. Especially not with like videos that you're going into, not, knowing that you just are trying to watch it. Helps the content creators. Yeah, exactly. I leave comments on channels that I like. I don't go comment on people's videos unless like the video is directly about me. But even then, I'm up in the air and if I actually comment on it or not. I don't think I do. I rarely comment on YouTube videos just because people make such a big fuss. So if I do leave a comment, usually it's like with another account. I don't need people getting in drama just because I like or comment on one of their videos. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. Like, they're going out of their way to comment on my Andor videos to fight with me. And I'm just like, why don't you focus on yourself and growing your own channel? And if you disagree with me, why don't you make a video and don't mention me, but say, there's people out there that feel this way and I don't feel that way. And this is why I feel this way. And this is why I disagree with these points that some people have made. You don't have to mention a content creator. You just make your point and make your argument. And I'm sure that there are some people out there that will agree, and then they will find your channel and you will grow. And that's all you got to do. But that takes work, and that takes thought, and that's hard. And a lot of people just want instant success, and they don't want to work for it. I mean, I work my fucking ass off. It's 3 a.m. I woke up, I went on Simpcast, and then I watched an episode of Game of Thrones. I hung out with Peaches for a minute, and then I immediately went and started recording, then editing, then uploading, then setting things to upload, and making sure everything is correct and tagged correctly, make thumbnails, all of that jazz, and set up a stream, do this, and plan out my day for tomorrow, sending emails. It's like, it might not sound like a lot, but that's like hours upon hours of work that I did. And now I'm sitting here doing a painting stream. Like, it's, I'm a little busy. And so I feel like that but it's productive busy, and I don't not enjoy doing it. I think it's a good use of the time that I do have. And some people just don't understand that if you want to be successful, you have to do this little thing called work, and you have to put effort into it. And I know a lot of people don't like to work, and people don't like to put effort. But if you're mad because my channel has grown and yours hasn't, well, again, I'm doing this at 3 a.m. so that way it comes out at a time that the rest of the world will be awake for, because unfortunately, one of the downsides of living in California is that you're on Pacific Standard Time and the rest of the world isn't. And so if I put out a video that came out when I woke up, well, guess what? Everyone's already done it. So I have to make sure that I'm awake and I'm doing things and I'm on top of things, so that way I'm on basically the rest of the world's schedule. And it's a lot. It's a lot. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do. And I got to do what I got to do. And I mean, it does work out that I'm a night owl. But if I wasn't a night owl, this would be excruciating to do. I don't think I'd be able to do it. But people don't get that. People just want to get that stuff. They want it when they want it, and there's no effort to be put in. And I mean, it's if you want to see why you're not successful, go look in a mirror, because you have no one to blame but yourself. If I don't do very well during a month, it's not the algorithm. It's not, the topics. It's not any of that. It's me. It's because I didn't make the right moves. I wasn't, fast enough. I didn't work enough, and I didn't make the right decisions. And that's, that's on me. It's not on anyone else. You don't have anyone to blame but yourself for your own success or failure. Damn, no post kings tonight. Well, you might get a stream from me, because I have to open these P.O. boxes sometime, and I don't think I'm going to be awake during the day tomorrow to do it. So you might have that. And so it's going to be my birthday very, very soon. Well, unless a week now, right? What day is it? I'm a Halloween baby, so Peaches asked me, he's like, well, what do you want for your birthday? And it's like, I don't know. There's nothing I really want. Like, it's really hard to think about. Like, years before, I'm just like, oh, this, and this. But right now, I'm like, I genuinely have no idea. I don't, like, there's nothing I really want. I kind of have everything. I told him a puppy, but I mean, I doubt he'll get me a puppy. And I honestly doubt that's a good idea for us right now, unless it's like, I mean, even then it would be an impulse to get another dog just because there's a coyote. But I don't know. I'm kind of just like, have Peaches. I have my princess. I have all of like my art supplies that I need. Like, there's really nothing I want. So I'm just like, I don't know. I really don't know. It's weird. It's weird. My go-to is I'm just like, I don't know, get me like jewelry or something. I like jewelry. And that's kind of the thing where it's like, don't get somebody something that they need, get them something that they want. And like, that's the point of a present. And I always try to approach it that way when I'm getting gifts for people. Like, oh, I know that they don't technically need this, but they might want this. But I don't know. I don't know what I want. Anna's getting pregnant for her birthday confirmed. I do not want that. No. I have a bikini calendar to shoot, and I'm not letting that get messed up by being pregnant. I already got my costumes in, or some of them at least. Oh yeah, guys, I need recommendations for my bikini calendar cosplays. So right now I have Vampirella. I have Lady Death, the one that Brian Polito did. I have Lilu from Fifth Element. I think I have Slave Leia on there. It will be on the cover incoming. What will? But I really don't know what. Well, I think I have 8 of them. Oh, I'm having like Harley Quinn on Peaches's car because he likes Harley Quinn. You think I would make a good mom? Well, you know what? I don't really want to have a baby until I get a little diamond on my ring finger, and that has not happened yet. So none of that for me yet. I have some work I need to get done, or I need some insurance, I guess I should say, before any of that happens. But yeah, no, I do not want that for my birthday. No, not right now. No, thank you. But yeah, I don't know what to tell Peaches. I mean, I told him like maybe a kayak because I like kayaking, but we don't really have the space to like store one. I told him a puppy, jewelry, kayak, this one like Dyson hair dryer, but I was like, I doubt he'll get that one for me because that one's like super expensive. But Brittany has one, and she like showed me. She's like, oh, it's so worth it. And I was like, ooh, I don't know, like Maybe that. I don't know. I don't know what to. I don't know. But yeah, it's weird. Like, I don't even really want to do anything on my birthday. Like, Peach is like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm finally at that point in my life where I'm like, do I need to celebrate my birthday? I'm like, it's kind of depressing, like, thinking about my birthday. I'm just like, it's not fun anymore. I already passed the, like, fun birthday time. I don't know. Maybe I'm just depressed. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why I don't want to do anything for my birthday. Do a video with Lady Rackets talking about Star Trek. I'm down if she is. I know Nick said that she, like, started a channel. Brittany has such difficult hair. Good tools potentially saving. Yeah, no freaking kidding. Well, she showed me when we were in, what is it called? Orlando. She showed me she's like, here, because I was sitting on the floor, and she's like, here you go. And she, like, just blew it at me. And I could feel, like, the pressure from it. And I was like, oh my God, that's awesome. But the hairdryer is like $500. So I'm like, I told Peaches, and I was like, you don't have to. That's one thing that I would want, but I wouldn't buy myself. And he's like, yeah, I would believe that you would want a $500 hairdryer. And I was like, I know. I was like, you don't have to get it for me though. Like, but that is something. And I didn't bring it up, like, at all, like, what I wanted or anything. He asked me, he's like, what do you want for your birthday? And I was like, there you go. That's my list. A kayak, nice jewelry, like, not cheap jewelry, like, nice jewelry. Because I realized when my sister died, I'm like, if I pass away, I'd want something nice to leave on. Like, I feel like people back in the day, they didn't have much. So, like, and they didn't have, like, cheap jewelry really back in the day. So that wasn't like beads and stuff. So it's like, I feel like now that I'm getting older, I should start collecting finer jewelry. And I like jewelry. So, I mean, what girl doesn't? But so that was one thing I told him. I was like, all right, nice jewelry. I told him earrings this time. Like studs and stuff. So we'll see. I don't know. I really don't have any expectations. It was nice enough, though, that he asked. Like, that's the main thing. It's the thought that counts, right? Nobody else has asked me what I want for my birthday. But, I mean, he's my boyfriend, so he's kind of supposed to. Good. He's doing his boyfriend work. Oh, no. Is there a porn bot? Have you seen Black Adam yet? I have seen the only scene that matters from Black Adam, which is Henry Cavill. That's all I care about. That's all I want. And, oh, there we go. I want that for my birthday. Can somebody send me Henry Cavill? Like, that would be great. I fucking figured out what I want, guys. I want Henry Cavill. Somebody give me that. You send me that for my birthday. That'd be great. Peaches get Anna Henry Cavill. Yeah, he might not like that too much. I don't think he's going to go for that at all. He's going to be like, yeah, no. See. You're not into gemstones, Anna? Like, you mean jewelry? Yeah, I am. I like gemstones. I told him, I was like, oh, if you get me like sapphire earrings, because that makes me think of Frasier on the one episode where he gets like Daphne the cheap like sapphire studs and she thinks that they're real and she starts like freaking out. And I was like, you could get me real sapphire earrings. And I told him, I was like, none of that lab made shit, like real. And I like opal because it's my birthstone, but I was like, I want that real sapphires, like a stone that came from the earth, not a fake one, not a lab made one, like a real one. I did say that. I was like, I like sapphires, I like amethyst, I like opals. Told him I like rings or earrings. No bracelets. I don't wear bracelets. I hate bracelets. They're so annoying. They get in my way all the time. Like, especially when I'm painting. Like, a bracelet is, if you have a girlfriend or you're dating someone that's an artist, don't get them anything that's going to get in their way while they're painting. I remember one of the first gifts that Peaches got me was a bracelet, and I felt really bad. He's like, why don't you ever wear it? And I'm like, I hate wearing things on my wrist. Like, unless it's a hair tie that I'm going to have to like use to get my hair out of the way. Like, I can't have anything on my wrists. It prevents me from doing my job. So yeah, take note if you ever intend on dating someone that their job like literally requires them to like have complete movement of their wrist. Don't get them a bracelet unless they like it. I'm trying to think of anything that I would actually wear on my wrist. I'm like, I used to wear watches, but Anna needs a choker. I have a ton of chokers. I like chokers. Real stones paid with the blues. I used to get like, I have to wear child watches because my wrists are so small. So even then, like, that's another thing why I hate wearing bracelets. They don't make them in my size. Like, I have such teeny tiny little wrists. And so it's really annoying. Okay. So I got invited on this channel, and like the way that they pitched it was they seemed like they wanted me to debate this guy about religion. And I was like, I don't do that. Like, I do not talk about religion and politics on my channel. Like, I'm like, religion, politics, and like, I don't know, like too personal stuff. Like, I don't talk about that. And so they're like, oh no, like, that's not what I meant. Like, I think it would be cool for you guys to like talk about Star Wars, but I guess this person like debates about religion. And I'm like, and they're like, we like come on and talk about like the Jedi and like the importance of their religion. And I'm like, I don't know. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. That just doesn't seem like a me thing. But I mean, if they want to talk, I mean, I'm open. Like, especially when it's like a nice, like, oh, like I think that you guys would be good at collabing. I'm like, as long as like, I mean, you're gonna be nice to me. Like, I'll come on. I'll explain to you why I don't talk about those things. But I mean, I don't really see why, like, what the benefit is on having a debate on a fictional religion. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? It's like, oh, George Lucas based it on Buddhism and like a few other things. Like, I don't, what do you want me to say? I agree with George Lucas's creation on the Jedi. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to follow those rules. That's just me. Doesn't sound very interesting. Yeah, sounds dicey. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think that maybe they pitched it to me wrong. But the way that it sounded is like, oh, this guy like debates about, because they said like have a conversation or a debate. And I'm like, I don't really want to have a debate about something that I don't talk about. Like, I'm not going to be able to really say anything. Because I mean, my big stance on this is like, I wouldn't mind. And here's the thing. If you guys ever meet me in person, if you guys want to know, like, I'll tell you. But I mean, it's not going to be very different. Like, some things I really just don't care about. And other things I'm like, well, I honestly feel that things like personal politics and your personal religion shouldn't have to be even discussed when it comes to whether or not you like Star Wars, because it's for everyone. It doesn't matter what your background is. Anyone of any religion, of any political background. I mean, because I mean, it's a universally loved thing. It's not just an American thing. So it doesn't matter what your American politics are, what your, I don't know, Russian politics, Chinese, African, European. Like, it really doesn't matter what your personal political feelings are, because it's Star Wars. And so that's why I'm like, it doesn't matter. And again, like, it doesn't matter what religion you are. You can be any religion and watch Star Wars and enjoy it. So I'm like, there's literally no point in me talking about it, because like, unless I'm referencing something like, oh yeah, George Lucas pulled from this, and this, but my own personal feelings and opinions on it have absolutely nothing to do with it and has no effect on Star Wars at all. So I don't even think it should be part of a conversation, because at that point, that's your own personal bias. And if you want to have that conversation with someone, that's fine. But overall, it has nothing to do with Star Wars. That's just you having a personal debate that has to do with Star Wars, or a personal conversation that just happens to have Star Wars in it. But I don't know. I was just like, and because that's kind of what like the woke people are doing. They're imprinting their own ideology on something that had nothing to do with that. And I'm very much against that, which is, again, like, it's kind of a big part of my channel is I'm like, I'm not trying to put my own opinions and ideas onto people. And I think I've done a pretty good job of staying like as apolitical as possible. I don't think I've ever given my opinion on a political thing. I mean, half the time, I don't even know what's going on, because I genuinely don't care. I know people give me shit for that, but I'm like, at the end of the day, nothing I can do. Like, there's literally nothing I can do to change this world. Like, there's no scenario where at the end of the day, everything is run the way that I want it to be run, or the world's not going to change based on what I think or feel about it. So at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. Like, I know they're like, oh, every vote counts. And I'm like, well, I mean, that's fine. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to change the world in that way. And I don't want to change the world because I don't think I'm qualified enough to do it. And I don't want to do it. So my personal opinions on things like that really don't matter. But what I do like and what I do care about is art, is storytelling, is fantasy, is sci-fi, is entertainment. Because, I mean, life sucks enough as it is. And, you know, I like that escapism. And this is what I've always been interested in. People give me shit for not knowing about politics. I'm like, do you even know what's going on culturally? Like, name me 10 modern artists right now that are alive right now, that are changing the world right now, that are creating things right now. A lot of people couldn't do it. Everyone that gives me shit about politics, I know for sure doesn't do it because they're not interested in politics. And I've noticed that people that make politics their entire life are either one, a politician, or two, they don't have a hobby. They don't have an escapism. And I've noticed that a lot. Like, in people in everyday life, I'm like, you don't have like a project that you're working on. You make politics your entire life. Like, you really don't have anything going on that you focus that much on something. That's old school. People used to keep their politics and religion to themselves. Exactly. Like, I think the only person that you should really get in depth with that about is your life partner, is whoever you choose to spend your life with. I think that is the person that you have those discussions with, because you have to share a life with that person. And I mean, I know it works fine sometimes with people that disagree politically, but I mean, why would you, in my opinion, why would you want to share a life with someone who you're going to constantly be fighting, that you constantly disagree with on something like that? Like, that, I think, is when it matters, when it's important, because whoever you share your life with, that's going to determine your happiness. And I think that's the only real time that it truly matters, having that discussion with another person. Sure, there's times when it could be entertaining to have that conversation with another person and get really into it. But at the end of the day, that's not going to really change your life, if that makes sense. Like, that's not really going to have an effect on your day-to-day life. Whereas your life partner, that will. So you have to choose your partner carefully, and you need to have discussions like that with your partner. And I mean, even with me, I'm not interested in a lot of those things, but Peaches is the one that I have those discussions with. And they're not very long discussions because, I mean, you guys know I don't really care about certain things, and I don't have an interest in certain things to even have a discussion about. But it's like, if it comes up, if something's important and it's like, hey, how do you feel about this? Okay, why do you feel that way about this? Are we in agreement? And if so, then cool. If not, why? And it's like, do you respect the other person's opinions on that? And that's when I think it's important to have those conversations, because anyone else, it might be offensive to some people for me to say this, but I mean, anyone else, it really doesn't matter. Like, having an internet debate with someone about your political stance, that doesn't matter at the end of the day, unless you're trying to get views and clicks. I watch you to get away from politics and religion. I don't need it inserted in my hobbies. Exactly. And I would be I am irritated with it coming into like Star Wars and stuff. Like, it's fine to have those themes. And this is why I say, in Star Trek, it was great. They did a great job of illustrating things like racism, like civil rights, like gender identity. They did, like, and I mean, dealing with people in times of war and being diplomatic. I mean, they did it great. I mean, just having like the Bajorans be, a stand-in for the Holocaust and the Jews. That's great. And you know what? I loved that before I even realized it. I mean, I got annoyed by Kira, and it still takes me a while to like her. I think she's a little, I don't know. Everyone's fucking into Kira. Everyone wants to bang Kira, and I don't get it. Like, I'm like, she's not really that much of an alluring character. But anyways, See, Star Trek does it where it makes sense to the plot and it's not like in your face about it. Like just the last one, I've been rewatching Deep Space Nine again because I'm like, I feel like the first couple of seasons, like I remember certain things, but it kind of blows by. Also, one of my favorite characters was Vedic Bareil, and he's only in like the first couple seasons before the thing happens. So I was like, let me watch some of these with these characters. But Anna, do a flip, nah. But yeah, I mean, there's times when you can do that in entertainment and it's entertaining and it's not like, oh my God, this is these person's personal politics. It's like, no, here are these characters that are already established and this is how these characters react in this moment with this particular situation. And nowadays they don't care about that. They're like, oh, here's this character that's already established that would never react in this situation, but let's make them react the way I want them to react in the situation. And that's what they're doing with Star Trek, like right now, like with making 7 of 9 bisexual. I'm like, 7 was never bisexual. 7 was never once interested in women. Not once. When we last saw 7, she was like making out with Chakotay. So 7 is like, and then just randomly doing that. I'm like, that's not 7 of 9. That's just not. I'm like, you could have done this with another character like Dax. Go call Ezri. Ezri is alive right now. You could have that happen because Dax, obviously, we've already seen. I mean, yeah, it was Jadzia Dax, but we have already seen Dax, a version of Dax, show interest in another gender because, you know, they don't care about gender. They care about the love that they had for that other symbiote. And, you know, that life that they shared in a previous life that they shared. You already had a character like that. And instead of using that character, and I'm sure that actress would be willing to come back, instead of doing that and tying Deep Space Nine into this, they wreck a character like 7 of 9, and they waste a character that could literally have done those things and react in that way. But I mean, you could say that her and Julian didn't work out. Like Julian, I don't know, like for whatever reason, even though I liked them together. It could be that aspect of it. I don't know. People get divorced all the time. Like that's something like they're estranged. They got divorced. They saw different things and the way that things reacted and they disagreed on stuff. I mean, that could have been a fucking factor. Like maybe Julian couldn't handle some things or maybe she couldn't handle some things with Julian because she was still new to being a symbiote or being a host and stuff like that. Like there's so many different things that they could have done. And if they said we have to have a lesbian or a bisexual couple in some way in this, and I'm like, okay, well, you need to go watch Star Trek. I mean, heck, bring in not Neelix, what was his name, Phlox. Okay, so in Star Trek Enterprise, the Dr. Phlox, he has got like 4 wives, and like that's the thing is like they have like, I don't know, a bunch of different wives, and like the wives have different husbands and stuff like that, and they have all these different children. Do something like that. Bring in an alien species that has multiple partners. If you want to do a lesbian or bisexual, there you go. Right fucking there. You want a non-binary character, bring in those aliens that Soren was, where they don't have a gender, and if you identify as a gender, you get put into like a rehabilitation camp because they think you're insane. There you go, right there. And that would be a way to make, for all the people that are non-binary that think, oh, you don't understand me, to people that are, you know, non-binary isn't a thing, that would be a way to use a character that was already established that, you know, is genderless and have them in the story and address those themes. And I'm just like, that's why it makes me so mad that I'm like, if only you guys watch the fucking IP you're trying to capitalize on, they would know this. And that's what makes me so fucking mad, is they literally have these things already, especially in Star Trek in particular. They already had all of these things that they claimed that they wanted, and they just waste it. They fucking waste it. And it's like, what on earth are you guys doing? Like, you have these things already, but instead you're trying to take characters that already exist and make them something that they're not. Don't do that. If you want people to get behind you, if you want to be a good storyteller, understand the universe you're in, understand these characters that have already been established, understand who they are. And once you do that, you could literally make anything that you want possible, because you'll know that those things that you want already fucking exist. But they don't know that. And part of me thinks that they don't want to know that, or they're just ignoring it because they want to be the first one that did this. Like, oh, this is the first non-binary character. It's like, oh yeah, here's Soren. Oh, this is the first trans character. It's like, oh yeah, what about those aliens that came over from the Andromeda galaxy that didn't have a gender, that didn't understand the concept of gender? Isn't that also in like the Cat's Paw episode? I believe there's an alien that doesn't have a gender, and they choose to do what they identify as. And or I mean, they can even switch their genders. There's some species that have 3 genders. I'm like, they've already done this. They have already established this. If you want to get into gender identity and gender politics, that's already been done in Star Trek. You want to get into trans stuff, that's already that's already been in Star Trek. Yeah, the other thing has already been in Star Trek. You want to get into civil rights? Guess what? They already fucking did that in Star Trek. You want to talk about racism? They already did that. Like, literally everything that they claim they're the first to do, Star Trek did it back in like the 60s and the 80s. So give me a fucking break that they're the first. It's like, no, you're not. And all you're doing is making yourselves look like fucking morons because you're claiming these things when anyone that has watched Star Trek can tell you how wrong you are. And it's like, all you had to do was this crazy thing called your job. If you did your job and did the research on the IP that you are working on, the show could be successful. The show could be the biggest fucking thing that they have. It could rejuvenate Star Trek, but instead they don't. Instead, what they do is they change things that are already established to fit their narrative, and they bastardize these characters in the world and the universe. Like the whole thing with making Captain Picard's dad abusive to match his own dad and his own mom. Please keep that out of it. That is not that wasn't part of Jean-Luc Picard. That's not who he is. That's not what made him what he is. He had a strange relationship with his father and his brother because he wanted to go join Starfleet, and they, wanted to stay and, be on the vineyard with the grapes and, work on the vineyard, and were against some of the things that were changing humans. They didn't want that, whereas Picard did, and it made him different. And he went off, and he was Captain Jean-Luc Picard, one of the most respected captains in Starfleet, the captain of the Federation's flagship. Like, he was the man. And instead, they're like, oh, let's change everything about you. Let's kill you and make you an android. And let's just fuck up everything. It's like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like, it's just, to me, honestly, it feels malicious. It doesn't feel creative. It feels like people are doing something out of spite because they don't like this thing. They got hired to work on this thing, and now they want clout for this thing that was already great, and they want to change it and make it their own and be like, oh, I changed Star Trek. Now Star Trek was successful because I did it. And everything that came before it, like, wasn't as groundbreaking as the thing that I did. And it's like, no. No. That's not how it works. That's not how Star Trek works. Like, the only thing that Disney Star Wars did right was create the line, that's not how the Force works. And I'm so happy that it was Harrison Ford that said it, because it's like, that's how you can summarize all of this. Like, that's not how it works. And they don't get it. It drives me fucking crazy. Well, there's a little rant for you guys. Gonna have to clip that and put it into a video. What do you guys think of this eye so far? You guys like it? I'll add in, like, he's got a couple scars, which will be cool to add. So I'll add that in once they own themselves with that line. They really did. Someone was giving me shit because they're like, Anna's not a real artist. She doesn't understand. You're not supposed to blend oil paints. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that just shows me you've never painted anything. Jealous bitches. It's going to be years before I see my eye. I know, man. What's up, J Bama? J Bama, you going to go meet Cecil? He's going to Orlando. You and the missus should go meet him. Go have a drink with Cecil. He's going to be at Universal Studios by himself. Oh my God, J Bama, you and the missus go hang out with Cecil. You guys aren't busy. I think he gets there on the 25th, which is tomorrow. I'm trying to set something up. He hasn't replied. I'll yell at him. He's probably being gay. If you had the missus message him, he'd probably be responding super fast because Cecil's like that. An attractive woman with muscles messaging Cecil. Oh my God. Better be careful, J Bama fan. Oh, and your wife's Brazilian too. That's like literally Cecil's type. He loves Brazilian muscly women. He hasn't been the first time I've been stood up by a guy in the mask. Won't be the last. I'll yell at him. I'll tell him to go respond to you. He is probably just being gay. He said that he's like complaining that he was going to be at the park by himself. And he's like, come, I don't want to be here by myself. I'm like, just go. I was like, you can do it. The thing with Cecil is he needs constant attention. He's honestly like a dog. Like, you have to pay attention to him at all times. That's probably going to get clipped. Okay. That's good for now. Okay. Mm-hmm. translucent flesh is hot this season. What are you talking about? Oh, I want to just talk about Game of Thrones. That episode was so good. I just keep thinking about it. Every time I go silent, my mind is wandering off about something. That's a good episode. Gonna film a review later. I already filmed it. I already filmed the review. The review will be up at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, I filmed that, and I filmed a video. So Damon, Matt Smith's character, does something totally in character, but everyone, like, all the people that ship it are, like, losing their minds. So he, like, I'm going to spoil it. If you guys don't want to hear, I'm going to spoil it right now. So he, like, him and Rhaenyra are fighting, and because they disagree, like, he's, like, ready to go to war, and she's like, no. And so they're, like, fighting openly, and she tells everyone to leave so that way they can talk, and he chokes her. And I'm just like, oh, a guy that, like, has already murdered one of his wives. He, like, a guy that's murdered people in, like, almost every episode. Oh my God, he choked his wife. I mean, he's killed an unarmed, injured woman, like, in cold blood with a rock, which was his first wife. I'm like, and you know what? The way that she reacted, I was like, I kind of think that they do this, like, in the bedroom kind of thing. Like, she doesn't seem shocked by it at all. Like, he just does it. She doesn't get mad at him. She doesn't say anything like, oh my God, I can't believe that you did that. Like Padme. Like, Padme fucking died of a broken heart because Anakin, like, went crazy and choked her. And, well, he also killed a lot of people. But, I mean, she already was cool with him being a murderer. Like, he's like, I murdered an entire village, including children and women. And she still fucking married the dude. But she was shocked when he turned on her. So, like, that's the way that a woman reacts that, like, has never been touched in that way by a man. Like, Anakin wasn't choking Padme in the bedroom. They probably had, like, the most vanilla sex ever. But the way that Damon and Rhaenyra are, like, she's not shocked. I'm like, I honestly feel like that's something that they've probably done before. Like, that's their kink, is they like choking. And because she wasn't shocked by it. It seems so normal to them. And so everyone freaking out about this, what I kind of say in my video. So spoiler, I'm just like, it's, I mean, nobody else was around. Maybe he was like, maybe they wanted to do it, but they're like, nah, maybe now's not the right time because she kind of just had a miscarriage. Probably not ready to get back into that kind of thing. So maybe he's frustrated. I didn't even say this in my video. Maybe he's sexually frustrated because they haven't banged in a while. And so, like, that might be part of their bedroom routine. I don't know. But she didn't seem shocked by it. And, I mean, this is literally a character that tried to, like, trap her when she was a teenager. And he's, like, a full-grown man trying to bang his teenage, like, 14-year-old niece. This dude isn't exactly, like, have the moral high ground. But all of the chicks that are, like, into him and want to fuck him are like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that. How dare the showrunners destroy his character? And I'm like, did you miss him murdering people? Like, did you miss him murdering his wife in, like, one of the earlier episodes so he could be single and marry Rhaenyra? I'm like, did you not like witness? Like, did you miss that episode? Because that was kind of a big deal. I don't know. Like, so that's what my second video is about today. I don't know. I think Rhaenyra and him are freaks. I think they have weird, kinky sex, and I think the choking is like probably one of the most mild things that they do. And for everyone freaking out saying that like the people in Game of Thrones destroyed his character, I'm like, dude is literally a murderer. He like he did shit to his brother. He tried to manipulate a situation so that way he would make it look like he ruined his teenage niece's virtue. What is that noise? What time is it? 4:50? Sounds like there's someone outside, which is not a good thing. It's that fucking coyote. I'm gonna be pissed. But yeah, I'm like, he's not the best moral centric character, and so for them to lose their minds about Daemon doing that, I'm like, I don't know. I think she's into it. I honestly think she's into it. I think that's one of their kinks. It didn't seem out of place. She doesn't get mad at him. She doesn't say anything to him after. They have like a Tinder moment when he tells her about Jace, or not Jace, Luke. So I don't know. Everyone, so that's I did a video. That'll be my noon video. That's me talking about that. And I'm like, these are the same people that probably were Raylos and were still into Kylo Ren, even though he helped destroy and stood by where like billions, if not trillions of fucking people died while the Star Killer base blew up 8 fucking planets. I'm like, that, and the dude like murdered his father, but like, no, oh my gosh, how dare Daemon not, like, he didn't even hurt her. He just like choked her for a minute. And honestly, she wasn't mad about it. Surprise, surprise, Anna loves the Targaryen and says, I didn't say that. I'm just saying that it was within his character. And she wasn't mad about it. There's something scratching outside, which makes me think it's the fucking coyote. It's like scratching. That's something outside. I can hear it. Like the wind chime is moving and something is scratching. That's not good. If I die, it's because there's a fucking coyote. I think it would stay away from me, though, no? You would think. I have my light on. It's Kelsey. Yes. It'd be a freaking birthday miracle if Kelsey showed up. Could you guys imagine Kelsey actually showing up for Jack's show? already spent too long on this part, just adding little touches, but I got a few more. The fuck is that noise? I honestly think there's a fucking coyote right outside my door. Is Jack Show going to be a Halloween episode this week? Yes. It'll be on my channel. And I think it's going to be fun. Did you guys hear that? That was weird. Oh, you degenerates. It's not Peaches and Cecil. Scratching noise outside is how so many scary stories start. You know, I'm a scaredy cat, so let's not talk about it. Let's start getting paranoid. What are you going to dress up like for Halloween? Probably Tinkerbell. I'll be doing a birthday stream on Halloween. Graham just went live. I actually get Graham's notifications. One of the few people on YouTube I actually get their notifications. What time is it for me? I don't even know. 5:02 a.m. Alrighty. Am I the only CGer who isn't a vampire? Pretty much. Well, no, a lot of them aren't. I mean, I definitely am, but mm-hmm. Dr. Cavanales, think you still taking eye admissions, and do they have to be adult? My daughter wants to know. If your daughter wants to, I mean, I don't know how many I have. I messed up my number. So if you still want to, I can take it. I can do more than 200. 200 is just what I want to do, but if you want more, I can do more. And I've actually, the gentleman that I'm painting now, he submitted his son's eye a little bit later, and his son looks like a little kid, so nice from like the photo. I don't know if it's an old photo or not, but it looked like a very young child. My daughter is 9. Yeah, it's fine. I think I've painted is younger than 9 already. I'm getting close to having a double digits daughter. My stepdaughter was super excited when she got to double digits. She's like, I'm double digits now. And I was like, yeah, next big milestone is triple digits, and not a lot of people make it there. So I remember being excited about birthdays and stuff like that. Just got a notification for a Ricada stream. Is Is Nick up already? Oh yeah, he's covering that one trial with that crazy dude. Like pisses off the judge. Jeez. It's an intense wind. People have been giving me shit that I'm wearing sweaters, but I'm like, it's storming here right now where I live. Weather's being crazy. Might have made this eye just a little too big, so. Sorry if I'm being silent. It's like these little details. I have to be kind of quiet because if I talk, it'll shake my hand. And that could fuck it up ever so slightly. You guys ready for the creme de la creme? I forgot to add the scar. I'll do that now. Mm-hmm. Drunk. And Rhino. Oh my goodness, drunk. I almost painted your eye. I've been waiting to paint drunk 3PO's eye until drunk 3PO can actually watch it. But I don't know, drunk. I might just paint yours next. Oh, there's a spider. Can we tell who's Fat Bananas eye painting? I don't think so, because I can't even tell, so. Ow. Give me a nice tan. Drunk, you get what you sent. You wanted a nice tan. You have to have a nice tan in your photo. It's driving me crazy wondering what that noise is. It could be the coyote, but it might not be. But still. Alrighty. Just got to sign it, and I think I'm done. Alrighty, I'm done. Let me. There we go. Now I'm done. Okay, cool. Alrighty, let's start editing this. Oh, I'm kind of hungry. I have to go and make myself. I'm gonna switch mics real fast. When I make Peaches his breakfast, I'll make something for myself too because I'm hungry. Alrighty, let's go and edit this on my art Instagrams. Alrighty, here we go. It's gonna be my 80th eyes, guys. I can't believe it. I'm done. I've painted 80 eyes. In 20, I will have painted 100 fucking eyes. That's crazy. All right, here we go. Almost to the halfway mark, I know. Isn't that crazy? I'm almost there. All right, let me pull up my art Instagram. You guys can watch some time lapses while I wait for this to. What the fuck is that noise? I really wish that I liked breakfast food. It would be so great. But I don't. Oh, you know what? Maybe. Oh, do I have strawberries? Maybe if I have strawberries, maybe I can make myself a crepe. I always make Peaches an omelet. I think there might be strawberries. I don't know. This was the eye that I painted yesterday. How many? Which one do you guys think I've painted more, right eyes or left eyes? All right, video is exporting and then I have to upload it. Let's see. It's funny, my internet will work fine for a while and then it just stops working. It's super annoying. Oh. Okay, let's see. It's not connecting. There we go. I always have to connect it to my phone's Wi-Fi. Oh. I want my strawberry Nutella crepe. Those are my freaking favorite. I love crepes. I love them so much. And I'm really good at making them. I never get like the opportunity to like cook for a large group of people, but whenever well, Peaches' family came and visited once and shush shush shush. And I made breakfast for everyone and I made my my crepes and I made the strawberry Nutella. Well, I put out like whatever toppings they want, like fruit and stuff, and they were able to like fill their own. But they're like, "Oh, you made good crepes," and I was like, they were all surprised that I could cook, and I'm like, "Yeah, I like crepes. I know how to make the things that I like very well." And then I guess the stuff that I make for Peaches, he likes that too. Okay, it is uploading. We'll see how long this takes. Let me switch to the next one. I think we watched that one. Oh my goodness. Oh, what's up, Steve? What's up? IHOP has really good ones too. I never had IHOP crepes before. I like never go to IHOP. That's a bunch of crepe. Make me breakfast. You want me to cook you breakfast, drunk? What do you want? I don't know. What kind of eggs do you guys like? Do you guys like scrambled eggs? Do you guys like... Peaches likes over medium eggs. I remember one of my sisters, she liked the one where it was only cooked on one... Oh, no. Is it over hard or over easy? I don't remember. She liked it when it's like cooked on both sides and she would eat around the yolk. And then like the last thing she would do would like pop the yolk and then eat the yolk. That's the way my youngest sister liked it. And then the middle one, she liked, I feel like she wasn't picky about her eggs. She would eat them anyway, but I remember her eating scrambled. Peaches really likes eggs Benedict, but I don't know how to make that. I should learn how to make that. I know it's like the sauce is just really rich. But yeah, this thing better upload within the next 20 minutes because Peaches wakes up at 6 and I go inside and I make him breakfast. Omelets and scrambled eggs. Yeah, that's what Peaches likes, man. You know how they say like happy wife, happy life? If a boy is fed, like it makes your life so easy. Like that's literally all you have to do. If you want good things and if you want your partner to be happy, all you have to, especially like if your partner is a boy, all you have to do is feed them. Like make them food and it kind of fixes everything. I don't know. Over easy for me. Yeah. So what I do for Peaches is he likes over medium. Drunk Thebio says Peaches likes me as well. Yeah, Peaches does like drunk. Okay. But so he likes it if I put like cheese and like salt on it, I think is what he likes. Yeah. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? Gonna refresh the page. Ah. Oh, look at the colors. Look at the colors in that. All right, here. Everything I've painted down into 54 seconds. And if you watch this, you can hear the audio. I'm starting to just put Eye of the Tiger. Here's the link. If you guys are on Instagram, go give this a like. Go share it on your story. That's, I guess, how to grow on Instagram. You got to share things on your fucking Instagram story. So go like this. Go leave a comment on it. Go share it. It will really help me. I'm trying to get this Instagram to kind of grow. But I mean, considering I'm only posting eye videos where I'm painting eyes, I don't know. I wish it would just go on a loop and like play all of them in order. That would be great. It doesn't do that though. And here's everything. Eggs and Taylor ham. What's Taylor ham? I don't know what that is. Oh well. But yeah, gotta go make Peaches breakfast. I need to stay up a little bit so that way I can wait until the grocery store's open so I can go grocery shopping because I have like no food. I ran out of bread, but every time I go to sleep, I mean, I go to sleep before the stores open. And then when I wake up, I have to do something immediately. And that takes, by the time I'm done doing what I had to do once I woke up, all the stores are closed. Have a great day. Aw, you too, drunk. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Remember, everyone, I have 2 videos coming out on my main channel, one at 8 a.m. and one at noon. They are about the latest episode of Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon. There we go, guys. 80 eyes. I've officially painted 80 fucking eyes. Isn't that crazy? Look at all of these eyes. Look at all of them.
is crazy. 80 of the perfect threes. Oh, yes. Chiz. Yay. 80 eyes. That's crazy. I need to edit this. I-72. Go on to my Instagram. Go give it a like. Go give it a comment. J Bama fan, that's disturbing. Yeah, you know, when you think about a J Bama fan, I literally have 80 eyes in here staring at me. Think about that. Well, everyone, let's see. Go follow me on Instagram. It's the Art of Anna TSWG Studios or TSWG. I have a regular Instagram. I don't really post on there. I think I might start up again. But go follow me over there. I will be painting another eye very soon. I think I'm just going to go for it. The next eye is going to be Drunk 3PO. I don't know if I'm doing any streams. Oh, you know what? I have to do a P.O.Box opening. I absolutely have to tomorrow. Or today, I should say. But when I wake up, because I'm going to go make Peach's breakfast and go to sleep. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know what else to say. Everyone, thanks for hanging out. All 54 people. Oh my God, guys, we are only 8 likes away from 100 likes. If you guys haven't smashed the like button, can you go smash the like button and get it up to 100 likes on this stream? I would sincerely appreciate it. That would be awesome. Get it up to 100 likes. Go smash the like button. I see 78% of you didn't watch Game of Thrones either. It's okay. It's okay. That's fine. 90th to like. Oh, we're only 4 away. We are only 4 away, guys. We're at 96 likes. Please smash the like button. 98. Oh my God, we're 2 away. 2 away from 100, guys. Smash that like button if you haven't already. If the 50 people that are watching this. Yay, we got to 100 likes. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate it. I'm going to go make Peaches his coffee and his breakfast. Oh my God, look who showed up right as I'm about to end the stream. Cecil, J Bama fan and the missus want to hang out with you in Orlando. Go message J Bama fan back. You're complaining about not having anyone to hang out with. Go hang out with J Bama fan and the missus. Have a good day. But guys, I finished my 80th eye. This is a milestone. Thank you so much for all the support from all of you. Thank you so much to everyone that volunteered. And I'm going to go make coffee and breakfast. Oh, good morning, Tracy. Oh, I like how everyone's like, I just showed up at the end. Yeah, you showed up at the end. If you want to watch the time lapse, it's up on my Instagram. But everyone, thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Next eye is going to be Drunk 3PO, whether he's awake or not. And yeah, everyone, once again, thanks so much for hanging out, supporting. Leave me a comment on this live stream once it's ended, and I will see you guys all later. Videos coming out on my main channel, my Star Wars Girl channel today. P.O.Box opening stream later today as well. And I will see you guys all later. Bye.